Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to another video from Your Financial Independence. So today we're going to be going over the insider ownership of Hyliion, as you see from the thumbnail. And then we're going to be going over some recent news that came out, I believe, today with Corsair Gaming. And then some awesome news that I can't wait to share. I know it doesn't get a lot of views, but I guess people don't like Chewy stock. I guess I'm the only one. But we're going to go over some news about that. They got a new chief marketing officer. But first, the reason why y'all clicked on this video on the thumbnail, we're going to be going over the insider ownership in Hyliion stock, because this is actually very important. Because, I mean, if you're CEO of a company, you're going to put your money where your mouth is, just like how I'll show you all my portfolio and stuff that I'm investing in. Well, a CEO, you know, if they only have like 1 or 2% of ownership of the company, they're kind of like, they would rather have their money in other stocks inside of their own business that they own. So having insider ownership is a very important thing. And as you can see here on the screen, the insider or the individual insiders is 25%. The institutions is 26.4%. So now we can get into what Thomas Healy owns. Thomas Healy owns a 20% stake, and the second and third largest shareholders, so number 2 and number 3, they hold about 5.5% and then 5.4%. So the top 10 shareholders account for roughly 51% of the stocks that are out there. So now we got some more awesome news about Corsair Gaming. You know, the price of sales on this company is about 1.2. The forward PE is like 13.5, which is, it's especially for, you know, quarterly growth that they had, or earnings growth of 22%. I mean, it's honestly stealing money in my opinion. That's why I love this stock. There's a very little downside to this stock. It's mainly like, you know, because you're getting at such a good valuation and the price is already depreciated so much. So now they just released a new monitor for gaming. It's the Corsair X Neon 32 QHD 165. This is a gaming monitor. So this gaming monitor is an ultra slim 32-inch parallel 2560 by 1440. So it offers a 40% larger screen than the 27-inch. And then for speed, you know, you got fast games require a refresh rate that's much higher, and response times that are much higher. And this fast IPS displays ensure that you're not waiting for the next frame and being distracted by motion blur. So 165 hertz, 1 millisecond response time, and a fast IPS. And this is all gonna, you know, they're innovating at such a fast speed. And I can't wait to get the numbers off of their the face cam things that they launched like, what, 2-3 months ago. Hopefully on the next quarterly earnings call, and they'll release it in their 10K or their 10Q, they'll go over that some, because that's something that I'm really interested in, you know, because especially for like conference calls, you know, a lot of the companies are going to move, in my opinion, are going to move to, you know, more like Zoom style conference calls. So now one of my favorite stocks, and it is a very expensive stock, I will admit that. So Chewy appoints Mark Armour as CMO, which is the chief marketing officer. And now he joined Amazon in 2000, you know, when the company was just tiny little company. And he recently served as vice president of advertising, which is, you know, a huge deal. And you can see that he played a really big role in Amazon's growth. You know, he worked with everything from the IMDb TV, the streaming TV, the Fire Stick, and all of the Alexa devices. So he's got so much experience. Mark's broad experience at Amazon's include the profit and loss, or the P&L responsibilities of, you know, the business, as well as prominent role in leading product, marketing, personalization for Amazon Local, before ultimately ascending to the worldwide vice president of that vertical. He's had huge responsibilities at Amazon. And then, so prior to Amazon, Mark served as the director of marketing at Zillow. And he also done, if you go on Zillow, they have the Zillow estimate, which is where you can look up your house or other houses and stuff. And it says generally like what kind of price range that this is this house on the high side or the low side. And there's a bunch of analytics built into that. So he's got, you know, as far as tech, as far as knowing how to advertise, working with profit and loss statements, He's got, you know, a huge wealth of knowledge that I believe is going to benefit Chewy as long as they have him on the team. So with this, I hope y'all, you know, this is kind of a shorter video. I hope y'all enjoyed this content. Make sure you subscribe and like, and catch me back on the next video.